everybody, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a 3-ingredient caramel. You will need 300 grams of caster sugar, or 2/3 of a pound, and you will need 150 grams of butter, or 1/3 of a pound. Now, if you want to make salted caramel, you can just use exactly what I've got here, but you will need to add a generous pinch of salt. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to wait for this to melt. And once that happens, we can then just very gently keep an eye on it. Sugar and my butter have now melted. They're nice and combined. And what we're going to do, as you can see, this is a lovely bright yellow colour. Now, this is at the point where you don't want to walk away from this because it will burn. So just keep a very, very close eye on this. If anyone is doing this with children, please be very, very, very careful. There are accounts in medieval literature of this being used as a torture device. So, yeah, don't spill it on yourself. It will bloody hurt. I'm talking from experience here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to very gently keep stirring this until it combines. And we end up with a lovely golden caramel coloured mixture of sugar and butter. Be very patient, just allow the sugar and the butter to dissolve very gently. Notice that I've just switched to a whisk just to make it a little bit easier with getting any sugar that may be stuck to the bottom of the pan, because the last thing you want to do is burn this. But it is coming along very nicely. It's nice and smooth, it's nice and thick, and basically, yeah, we've just got to be patient. Try not to walk away from it, try not to answer the phone, try not to get distracted, otherwise this will burn and it will be very, very unpleasant. I've got to mention, you'll want a heavy bottomed pan for this. Now, this is a cast iron pan with a ceramic interior. Now, I bought this from a German supermarket that we have here in the UK called Aldi, and I think I only paid about £15, so it's quite reasonable. It doesn't have to be anything overly expensive, it just has to be fairly good quality. You don't want to be making this in a stainless steel pan, otherwise you will never get it out. It will get stuck and you'll probably have to throw the pan away. A colour that I am happier with, as you can see, it started to go this lovely golden caramel brown colour. Now, I am going to take it slightly further than this because I like quite a dark caramel. However, however dark you want it, it really is up to you. You just have to make sure that all of your sugar and your butter is well incorporated to make sure that you don't have a grainy caramel. Okay, my caramel is now at the desired colour and consistency. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add 200 millilitres of double cream. That's about just under a cup. Now, if you're going to do this, please be very, very careful because this will splutter violently. You'll get lots of steam and it will be very violent. So here we go. Okay, and we're just going to stir this now, and as you can see, it's spluttering. So what we're going to do is we're going to move that off the heat, and we're just going to stir until everything is incorporated. That is very, very hot. Do be very careful. And as you can see, with the addition of cream, the caramel darkens even more and becomes this lovely, slightly thick, sticky liquid. Okay, so what I've done here is I've just transferred the caramel into a Pyrex jug. It just makes it a little bit easier to transfer into my Kilner jar, which is here. Now, you don't have to use a Kilner jar. Any airtight container will do. Now, to describe the smell of this caramel, it smells like... Now, English people, British people will know, it smells like Werther's Original. I don't know if Americans have kind of an equivalent, but this is a 700ml Kilner jar here, and that is full to the brim now with this lovely golden caramel. And I'm just going to put the lid on, and I'm going to leave it at room temperature for a while, for a few hours. This will quite happily sit in the fridge for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. I will try and taste test this in a minute, and I'll tell you what it tastes like. Time for the taste test. Now, I've got it here on toast. You know it's a British YouTube channel when we have things on toast. I'm just going to go ahead and taste this now and see what it tastes like. That is so sweet and so rich, very buttery, lots of cream, absolutely perfect. Now, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Take great care, and I'll see you next time.